everybody, welcome to Tones and Tarot with me, Lorien. Thank you very much for joining me. Been a while since I've spoken to you face to face, but this is your weekly reading, and this is going to be for the 20th of August onwards. I think it's till about the 26th, 27th. So I'm going to be using tarot cards this time. And this is the Enchanted Tarot deck. Everything that you need in information to the tarot deck is below, as well as information as to how to get a private reading with myself. And if you can't afford a reading but you still want to support the channel, you can of course just buy me a coffee. Sorry, these are really big and they're a bit hard to shuffle, and some of them have just gone on the floor. So I'm just going to take it that they're not meant to be in this reading, and I'm just going to put them to one side. Okay. Right, I think that's enough. So, as you may or may not know, I am Lorien. I'm a witch, a tarot reader and astrologer. I do readings often. And I have not been as active as I usually am because of Mercury retrograde. My laptops, two of them, both of them were donated by wonderful friends. They haven't really been working correctly, so that's why this is a bit delayed. But thank you everybody who leaves messages. I know from some of you, even if you're subscribed, you don't normally see my videos come on. Or don't know when they're listed. So I would recommend, I don't like asking you to do this, but for you, if you want to see my videos, click on the notification bell. If you are not subscribed and you want to be, please do so. I welcome you to my little corner of the interwebs, and hopefully we can connect and get to know one another. So this is basically going to give us an overview of the next 7 days. Hopefully it's better than it has been recently. It's incredibly humid here, which is why my hair is doing weird things. And anyway, okay, so the first one is the Chariot. Let me put them down. So the Chariot, what do we want to know about the Chariot? Let me just see if you can see most of this card. It's a lovely card, to be honest. Let's just see. So she's actually on a moose. So for those of you in Canada, you may feel like you have some visual connection there. But this, I think, is for people who want to have hard control. This is always about marrying your head and your heart into one. Not making compromises that makes your heart suffer, and not making compromises that make your head suffer. This is about going forwards with something that just feels right on all sides. And I think that we may, as we're getting over this Mercury retrograde, it's not completely over, we're still in the shadow phase, but I do feel that as we move forwards, we're probably going to feel a lot lighter, and we're going to feel like the period of reflection has given us some answers, even if we may not consciously know it, but we do have answers. And I think that this is going to be incredibly fulfilling for a lot of us. As we go into Virgo, I do think that we are going to see new healing, healing sides of ourselves, and more intricate knowledge of how we can better ourselves. And this seems to be very much about making sure that we give ourselves the benefit of the doubt sometimes. So sometimes we'll be like, oh, well, we have to do it this way. Maybe not. There may be other ways to do it, and it may not be hard control that we need. It may just be, look, we're directing ourselves over here, and we'll probably be able to sort it out as we go along. The next one, Three of Wands. Interesting. So you have had the idea, you've put the work in, and now you're moving towards something that gives you that peace of mind. Little fat babies on, on this card. But I do feel like the Three of Wands is something to do with your preparation. You've kind of built it up. You've done the idea, you've done the work, and now it's kind of like, okay, let's see where this goes. It may be that you're just jumping in at the deep end and going, sod it. I want to see what this does. It could be that you decide to do something that's very personal to you. So you've been working on something, whether it's yourself, your health regime, your work, your project, your book, your art, your thing, something. But the concept is growing now, and maybe you're putting yourself out there. Threes are all about communication, so it could be that you're literally saying, this is all about me, spotlight on me, I'm going to make sure that I get where I need to be, which isn't a bad thing. But I think that the most spiritual word you can have this week is no. Oh, can I come over for 5 hours? No. Oh, can you just do this for me? It'll take you miles and miles away from where you need to be, but do you? No. Oh, can you just quickly do my project and you know, just do this for me? So, no. Or you could even be like, have you got like half an hour to help me this? No. I'm not saying be nasty about it. I'm just saying that if it's going to cut into your time and if it's going to cut into your progress, no. This is time to be a little bit more self-centered this week. I'm giving you a pass only this week. Do not take this as read for the rest of the month. You need to just say no. You need to just say kind of like, that's it. Okay. I trust you will use the power of no to your own benefit and not just to piss people off. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. New things happening, new opportunities, doors opening. In fact, the image that they gave me was a gate swinging wide. So you blast it open. As soon as you say, no, I'm just focusing on my own. Just focusing, like tunnel vision. Focusing on myself, focusing on my own. This comes through to you. It could be that that promotion comes through, the hard work that you've done pays off. It could be that the relationship that you're in or the relationship you want is actually given to you, and it reaches new heights. It could be that you see a new solution as to how to handle the relationship. Something about, sorry, I didn't even show you the card. It's a very pretty card. In fact, they're all beautiful, but just trying to get, I think this is a lot about prosperity, and it's about the spiritual energy that you put out in there. I feel like the energy that you have around you will affect you for the rest of this year because we've had the big eclipses. So yeah, that's about 6 months down the line. We also have Jupiter in Scorpio, which for me is my career house. So depending on how it affects you astrologically, you could feel focus on particular areas, but Jupiter is the magnifier. Jupiter is this big, broad, beautiful planet of career and magnifying glass and just making everything bigger than normal. I know we have some big planets in retrograde, but I think that this is something to do with this coming up into November. Something about Jupiter is allowing you to break the mold this week. Maybe break a pattern, maybe set something new for yourself, new statistics, new patterns, something that you feel like you can really connect with, new beginnings of everything, manifestation, putting some promises down, making sure that you feel connected within yourself. So a damn good week, basically. Because anything may be better than the last few for you. But I do think that we're heading in a new direction, and I do think that a lot of this is to do with the spiritual energy that we have been experiencing recently. It may not be that you feel it yourself, but I do feel that there's a great sense of being. And if you see here, so the 3 cards that you had, or we all had, so you've got, just see if I can do it on the camera, third eye, solar plexus and heart chakra. And that's maybe what you need to focus on this week. Your third eye, your solar plexus, connect those two. So who you are, your self-esteem with your intuition, and combine them up into your heart chakra. And you couldn't see any of those hand movements that I was doing because my camera is in a weird place, so there's no point. But I do think that there's a lot of goodness coming this week, and let me know your experiences down below. I would love to hear about them. as I said before, if you'd like a private reading as to what's to come, do click the link below, or if you just want to buy me a coffee, I appreciate that. If you do want to subscribe, thank you very much, and I look forward to getting to know you. And yeah, thank you ever so much for taking the time to have this reading with me today, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon.